All right, let's transition on over here, get our beautiful players in, and boom. Welcome in, everybody, to this week's episode of Fancie's Fables. Scontrick, thank you so much for that 17-month resub. We appreciate you. You know what? Grace and Scontrick, you're both right there for #1 fan.
Mm-hmm. It's tug of war at this point.
Fight each other.
Do that to Grace after you
Kill
promised
each
her
other.
all the sweet nothings this weekend.
Grace,
Scontrick is a proven adversary.
you know, Grace definitely, she's rocketed up in a short period of time. Scontrick's been here for the long haul. He was here in Clouds over Andrada. He could have been here sooner, I don't remember.
So go on.
You're both, like, right there for #1 fan. I'd say right now Grace is #1 fan only because... Okay.
She held our Twitch show hostage with her great role playing. She convinced us without asking us to keep on keeping her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Xavier, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Talk to them. I don't know, maybe my anxiety is really high and I just feel like everyone's being quiet.
I literally, like, 2 seconds passed. I looked at the other screen, and now I'm neglecting the whole stream. So, you know,
Pretty
that's
sure
cool.
my anxiety is really high.
You've abandoned us.
It's okay, Twitch. We still love you.
Exactly. It's like Xavier's not here though. Like he's really neglecting the stream. It's crazy.
Oh. Well, you know what? You guys should fill that space. How about you give me your best DM impression? Fancy DM impression.
All right, you're our impression of you.
But Kelp,
Yeah,
you gotta
thanks.
pull your mic to you or something.
It's as loud as it can be.
But is it all the way over here?
The closer to you.
Is
yeah.
it next to your mouth?
Literally, you gotta have it on your face.
Ice cream cone. Ice cream
This
cone.
is this
That is so much better.
is this what you wanted?
That is exactly what we
Yes,
I
that's
don't have
exactly.
a ring.
Actually-
so it can't
Just fucking.
Well, then hold it like an
You don't have
ice
a
cream
ring?
cone.
Don't we have an
Just-
extra one? We have an
just-
extra one.
We have an extra arm. I don't
Yeah, we have an
think so.
extra arm.
Just fucking hold it like a phone. That's fine.
Remind me.
Then we might have an extra arm.
We do. It's over there.
Are you ready to rumble?
So, who wants to start us off?
You don't want me to.
I have one.
All right, go ahead, Amanda.
Stay fancy.
Oh!
Oh, she said it. She said it.
Oh my god.
That was the worst.
Oh wait. Okay, I have to follow up
No.
now.
No.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go lay down. Go on.
Legs.
No.
That's it. That's all I got. It's the hand thing. And then legs.
Legs.
Yep.
Legs. I just told Vox to go lay down, and I muted myself on Zoom, not on stream. Sorry, everybody. Vox, go lay down.
He is laying down. Look at him.
He is now. He's a good boy. Look at him.
What a good boy.
Oh, no, he was aggressing me. He's stepping on my toes.
I hate when he does that.
That's what he does. Okay, no, seriously. Come on.
Okay, Vox. Go lay down.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna
Dante,
do
get
it.
the other one. Get the other one.
Got him.
Nah. I definitely have the
Yes.
or when X is like semi-tired and he just, all right,
Yeah.
looks at all the screen for notes that may or may not exist.
I'm filling time.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yup. All right.
Bo
Look,
and
he's already doing the mustache
Joe.
thing, like
The
Dante's
mustache.
doing.
Oh man.
You guys are ridiculous.
At least it wasn't insulting. Like,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
just, quirky things that we notice.
If I were gonna make fun of my DM or pick on anybody, it would
I need to go
definitely be
back
you. So you should be happy.
I'm flattered. Thank you. I feel like you all comped out, but that's fine. Except for Dante. I liked that.
Or you just learned something about yourself and you need to have bigger emotions.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
you know
that's
what?
our-
to
Fine then.
express and emote more as a
Fine
DM.
then. Tonight's stream's gonna be big. It's gonna be bombastic. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
he's
the
gonna take his
biggest
shirt off.
stream on
Here goes the
Twitch.
TPK.
You wanna see how much I care about this shirt?
No.
All right. Well,
Lewd.
don't worry. I taped off my nipples before stream.
That's all right. It's gonna be the. If you guys want to see the uncensored version, please join his OnlyFans.
The only scams.
What a plug. Bullet. What a plug.
Hey,
You can't plug
I'm
that
looking
here.
out for you, DM.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, with our wiggles out, probably not. Let us... Oh my god. You know what I totally skipped over? Imagine. You're in the chat for Fancie's Fables right now, and you are unfamiliar with this realm. Let me please introduce our wonderful cast of characters. We are accompanied by the indomitable Art is My Voice, playing Korak Tau, the mischievous Kelp, playing Phoebe, the cunning Amanda, playing Kane, and the resourceful Bullet, playing Temer.
I give it a B minus.
You don't like cunning? You don't like cunning?
Wait. And you forgot one. And the bombastic Lord Fancie is the DM, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, he's got it on tonight. Big stream, big stream.
Biggest stream
ever.
Biggest,
There we go.
bestest.
Oh my god. Yes! So, welcome in. Everybody here is amazing. Go ahead and give them a follow if you have not. And now, let's get into our recap of last week's episode. Our party is on the Dauntless, sailing across the Sea of Fallen Stars towards the Pirate Isles. They are accompanied by the ex-captain Temerity and their current quartermaster, Boone. While they're sailing, No, that was the episode prior. Yeah. While they were sailing, after dealing with the Banshee, they noticed that there was a ship following them. Temerity was quite excited about seeing who this was, and confirmed that it was the Pumpkinhead, the crew of which he had history with. After making fools of the crew and leaving them tied up on their ship with no supplies, they sail away on the Dauntless, heading back towards their goal. It has been another day of travel, and we find our party on the deck of the Dauntless. What are you all doing?
How long, do we have, I guess, enough food, from, what we raided and what was already on the Dauntless? Or would we have at some point started to run out and needed to, kind of fish while we were...
While you have plenty of provisions, like beans and rice, and some of the salted meat, a lot of the fruit is getting soft at this point, and something more fresh is not. You've run out on the ship. So if you would like to fish, you most certainly can.
Yes. I would say once we started reaching that point, Cole would have definitely had an idea to
Stop that. You don't touch that fruit. You're not fermenting anything.
Kane, is this how we make pie?
I
Smashing apples.
am gonna push them out of the food room, and I'm
No.
gonna handle it. I close the door, boys.
Don't worry, you can
Close
handle
the
this part.
door.
I'm going to go get some fish. Temin, you cannot help.
Why not? But I can swim now.
No. Actually, you can help, but you will not be getting in the water.
Okay.
I need you for something else. So, up on deck, I will go and try to find some rope, as much rope as I can, and let's see. Would there be any sort of harpoon or anything kind of like, okay. Yeah, I'd grab a harpoon of some sort and I will begin to guide Temin for what I need him to do. Basically, Temin, so I need you to stand right here. And pretty much you're just going to hold this rope. I'm going to be attached to the rope. I'm going to go inside the water and I'm going to go get the fish. And then you'll just help me get back up once we're done. Is that okay?
I can certainly do that. Yes.
Do you follow? You're going to stay on the ship the entire time, Temin.
Oh, yes. And I can help you. Come back up.
And you see Timon turn his head, and he opens his mouth, and he fires out the lightning chain and wraps it around a barrel, and then pulls it towards them.
You will not be using that on me. I will die. I just imagine the Yoshi.
Yep, exactly the Yoshi.
Yes. No,
right.
That won't be necessary. That's what this rope is for. You just pull it on up, and that's all you have to do.
But what if it's a big fish? I can use that.
I will let you know if you need to take extensive measures with helping. He's gonna fucking electrocute me, I swear.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna look at him and then tap him and cast Mage Armor, and you just see the armor just, the Spectral Warforged armor just wrap around him.
Much appreciated.
You'll be safe, Ko.
Awesome.
And I'm also gonna hand him a dagger, and as I hand him the dagger, obviously to use for hunting and fishing, while he's swimming, I'm gonna tap it and also cast light on it, so it can guide him under the water.
Okay.
Ah, very nice. Oh,
Good idea.
I have my own, but this is actually very interesting. Thank you. It's actually very useful.
I hear having a light under the water helps draw some of the fish towards you.
That actually might work. All right. So, remember, you're only here to pull up the rope.
Yes.
Unless I say otherwise, of course. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to tie the rope around my waist, give it a nice, sturdy looping and tied knots and stuff. And I am going to... I'll put down some of my belongings, the unnecessaries, but I will keep a bag, the harpoon, and my daggers and stuff, and the dagger that he gave me. And yeah, then I'll just leap off the side.
All right.
Into the water.
Well, with yourself secured and supplies ready to catch any fish nearby, you jump into the water. The ship is going full speed with the wind in its sails.
It's fine. This is
So
fine.
you will be dragged behind it. We'll say you jumped off of the bow.
Okay.
Are you alright down there, Ko?
You look over, it's just like nothing. Just the line, the rope just like submerged.
Wait, did I say bow? That's the second time I've done that. Stern. The stern is the back of the ship. Sorry.
I'm gonna look to Boone and say,
Isn't this similar to what you mentioned about keel hauling?
Yeah. Very similar.
Aye, this is similar, but he'd have to be dragged under from the bow to the stern.
Oh, I see.
We'll come right back to you fishing. While they're doing that, Kane and Phoebe, what are you up to?
Did you say that Kate is down doing stuff with food?
I mean, he was down there with them.
Okay, so Phoebe is probably looking at the naval charts, maps, and she's probably wanting to learn if Temerity has the time or whatever. She's just kind of like going through that and trying to understand how to read all of that.
Charts?
Yeah, like of the waters and
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just confirming.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay, very good, yeah. Temerity is there. You see he's looking over some maps, just making sure you're on the right course. Ah, Penelope. Perhaps you can help me.
Yes, Captain. What do you need?
Well, have you ever seen a sea chart before?
I don't think so. This is probably the first that I've seen.
Well, this one is the entire Sea of Fallen Stars. And he, gestures over it. You can see the odd shape that this sea actually has. It's very jagged. Seems as if it was just punched out of the land of Eastern Faerun. Save for a small pocket of islands in the center. This be the Pirate Isles. And we should be about here. He points to a spot not far from it. We're about a day or two away. Not too much more travel, so long as we continue at this trajectory. Do you know how far this distance is? And he holds up one of his fingers and, traces an imaginary line.
I can't say that I do.
Well, that distance right there is what's going to take us a day. Several miles.
And please do remind me. What was it that we were looking for in the Pirate Isles?
Well, the Pirate Isles, you see, that is where I'm going to be able to get what I need to get us to the tomb of the Pirate King, which is not anywhere on here.
Oh, so approximately how far away is the tomb in terms of the Isles?
From the Isles, the tomb should only be maybe an additional day. It's hard to say. It depends when we get there.
And sorry, I want to make sure that we're getting there as fast as we can, because this is urgent, and I know you know that. You're wanting to get your ship, and we're wanting to save the world. What is it that you need in the Isles exactly? Is it something that we could do already here, or is it a tool, or?
Let's say I need a key made.
So key then. That is something you definitely cannot provide. Okay, so a day, 2 days max to get to where we need to be. Interesting.
To get the key. And then maybe another day to get to where we're going.
Okay. And there's no way to, I don't know, speed up that process or get us there sooner.
Alas, we're on the Dauntless. This is the fastest ship we could have gotten from that port.
Well, then I guess I'm grateful. Thank you for showing me how to kind of read these. Maps haven't always been my thing, but I try to educate myself when I can.
Well, it's always important to know where you are, where you're heading, and how long it'll take to get there. Especially with the provisions. We're running low on the fresh stuff. It's good that we'll be getting there soon.
Yes, very, very much so.
All right. Well, back up with Tevin and Co. Co, give me a perception check while you're being dragged behind the ship.
Okay, so I totally rolled in that one.
All right, so you've just got water splashing your face. Right now, you're trying to focus on getting a deep breath in, but every time you try to, water's just hitting you.
Did you say something, Cole?
No. I'll be fine. You gotta spit out the seawater.
My goodness.
You just see like a hand just go over the. Timon just gives a big thumbs up and that's nodding. It looks to Boone. You know, it's like
He says he's okay.
I'll hold up
over.
the hand that has the harpoon in it. I'll just like kind of thumbs up with it. It's like, yeah. And then I'll make like, as much of an attempt as I can to get like one good solid like breath of air in, and then try to like dive down a little bit beneath the surface.
Give me a dexterity check.
That is going to be a 12.
Okay. You manage to get a breath, but as you get under the water, you start spinning around, and you're not able to really hold yourself in any direction to control where you're facing, to really be able to do anything. Temmin, back on the deck. Boone looks over and looks back at you. Perhaps we should talk to the captain about fishing.
What about fishing?
Well, typically, one would not be sailing at full speed to fish, let alone swim. Don't you both remember what happened to you?
I learned to swim.
Help me pull him up.
But he says only when he needs to be pulled up.
And how will he tell you?
he looks back over.
Go! Do you need to be pulled up?
Can I even hear that?
No. You're underwater struggling.
I turn back to Boone and go, give a big thumbs up.
Let's pull him up, lad. And he starts, Boone starts pulling on the rope.
Alright, I'll assist. Start pulling the rope up.
Ko, you're dragged back onto the deck. Soaked. Still trying to catch your breath. Yeah, you just smell and taste salt. It's in your ears. It's not a good time.
So hard.
I'm gonna walk up to him and then use a cleansing stone on him and just kind of pat his back and cleanse all the crap off of him.
Perhaps tonight we can do some fishing. I know
Slower
that there are
speed.
some nice fish that one can catch at night.
Definitely at a slower speed, though. Yes.
Yes, we'll see what the captain
idiot.
says.
Temmin, only at a slower speed next time.
Oh yes. Only at a slower speed next
Yeah,
time.
don't go fishing at top speed.
Ludicrous speed. Wow. while the boys are drowning and Phoebe is learning nautical charts, one second. All right. Sorry about that. So, while they're all doing their thing, Phoebe's learning charts. Kane, you're still below the deck. What would you like to do?
So after I shut everybody out, I'm definitely going to take advantage of the food, taking into account that because we've just kind of probably all manly, like, sorry, Phoebe, but you're manly now. Manly, like just kind of grabbing what we want, not really having time to cook, not really investing ourselves into it. As many of you know, Kane's side hobby is cooking. He loves cooking. So what he's going to do is he's going to really take inventory of this, the state of the food, and what he can do. So he's going to go down there and start making dishes that will save food that we can have for a longer period of time. And he's going to invest in making jams and pies and bread with with the soft fruit. So he is going to literally make stuff like that for now. And then with the other stuff, if they're getting fish, I can also make salad dressings and toppings to go on meat. And
that
fish.
Is spectacular. And Kane does have a background in cooking, that we haven't seen him do it often. To what degree are you putting your finesse into this?
Oh, he's putting it in like he is like he's not even on a boat. He doesn't have a worry or care in the world about fucking a banshee chasing after them or a kraken up. He is like hyper focused. He is ready. So when he opens
putting
the door,
on the Ritz.
He comes out looking like a motherfucking king with all this fucking food that is gonna bump it up. And
I love that.
It might not be beneath him. It's not beneath him at all, actually. If Phoebe may mosey by or come on in, he would welcome her openly, because traveling with Phoebe and in our downtime and having episodes with her, knowing how invested she is with herbs and spices, I would definitely invite her to come in and sit with me and work with me so she can be my spice queen.
I love that.
I need you to understand this means the world to Phoebe.
Well, Kane literally knows that you would love to do this, and he wants to include you.
Yes, sir.
Well.
I was gonna add one last thing to that.
Yes, Timon.
I think with all the... You guys brought up a good point between all the food and stuff. I think Timon probably would have been roping up barrels and then dropping it into the water and then pulling it back up so that it would be filled with salt water, and using purified food and water to clear all the salt out of it to make it drinkable water, and then bring it down to Kane and Phoebe so that they can cook.
Clever. Very good. Now, you don't have too much as far as cookware or utensils, but there is some. You know, every ship needs a chef. Actually, you know what? The hell am I saying? This is the Dauntless, baby. This is the best merchant ship around. Fully stocked kitchen.
Nice.
All right.
We got luxury.
I mean, can't Ko just magically conjure some kitchen knives or something?
Listen, this is about hard work. This is about using what you got.
That's like asking the question, why didn't they just ride the eagles to Mordor? How dare you? How dare you?
I mean,
Why didn't you guys just
to
ride the
Mordor?
eagles to the Pirate Isles? I mean, come on.
It's actually even worse because I can only temporarily. So we can cook you. Is that what you're saying? Instead of fish.
Speaking of cooking fish, Boone comes down. Captain. Yes, Quartermaster. Our companions have suggested that we perhaps stop for a moment tonight to fish. You know, we've been running the Dauntless pretty hard, but it might be good to get some fresh meat. You know what, Boone? I agree.
But we really should be trying to get to our destination as soon as we can.
Oh, don't worry, Penelope. The world's not gonna end for some fish. We'll be alright, lass. Or will it?
There it is. The world's gonna end and it's Samarity's fault.
I will say I told you so.
Yep.
The cooking and preparation, making jams, dressings, breads, is going to take quite the rest of the day. Phoebe is assisting Kane in that, and Temmin is checking it out as well, procuring water. Are you also sticking around with them while they do this? Have you seen if you could pick up some tips? Or does Temmin know everything he needs to know?
Temmin is just observing. I'm sure Kane is like, don't touch anything, Temmin. Just
Don't
to
touch
not
it.
fuck it up. So he's just like taking notes. Oh, so that is what you use for spices, Phoebe. And not salt. In sweet pastries. And starts writing in the little notebook.
They're both white and granular. It doesn't make sense.
They look very similar. I can definitely see where you can get confused. I've done it a couple of times too. But yeah, you can't taste, can you, Temmin?
I can tell when it is poisonous. Yes.
Okay, well neither of them are not. Excuse me, are not poisonous. Yeah, I can show you the difference.
Our resistance makes our sense of taste rather dulled.
Well, that's really unfortunate because your pancakes are rather good.
Oh, thank you. I like all your cooking, Phoebe.
Oh, well, I don't do it very often. It's just normally picking berries off of a bush and making sure it's the one that will make you feel good and not the one that'll make you feel bad. Climb trees, get some honeycombs. That's none of my work. That's all Eldath.
They cannot hear you, I'm sorry.
What? Hello?
Well, when you had your previous setup, your mic was right next to you.
It was right here! I need a refund. HyperX. Wherever
Shaking
you are.
it will not help you.
Why
No,
not?
stop it as you continue. You don't shake computer
In
stuff.
fact, you
Stop it.
may break it. So, I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to give you this arm, because we have one. But for tonight, just, American Idol that shit.
American Idol, that shit, I love it.
Or you just be like a WWE
like I'm gonna
announcer.
win.
Let's get ready to rumble.
How's this? How do we sound?
Much
Kinda
better.
loving this. Not gonna lie. Kind of loving
Wait,
this.
chat, tell me how she sounds.
Yeah, chat. What's up? What's good? It's your girl.
All right, talk like you were. Are you projecting at all?
I'm Phoebe. I kind of.
Listen, you're not whispering to a stagehand. You're announcing to the crowd.
If I announce it to the crowd, it sounds like this. I'm very quiet.
Big halfling voice.
Okay.
No, I appreciate that. It's not really me. It's just me kind of foraging for the good berries, not the bad ones, and collecting honeycombs. It's not really me. It's Eldath and amongst other gods and goddesses provide stuff for us. So, but I appreciate the sentiment.
It is still your efforts that have garnered us such food.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Temmin. Thanks.
Not a problem.
Pretty sure, Kane's the one who threw it all together tonight.
Kane is an excellent chef.
I know.
Chef.
I'd like to see him, he and Sebastian go toe to toe when all of this is over.
I think Kane would win.
Really? I do too.
I do feel bad for Sebastian. But that is because Kane is our leader.
Well, even though Kane's our leader, you have to take into consideration Sebastian is the champion of the Raven Queen. She's no joke.
Yes, when I think of the Raven Queen, I think of her mad chef skills. Well, the rest of the day goes by. You successfully... Oh my god. You successfully make different varieties of jam. There's mango, strawberry. You also have the limes. The limes are actually holding up quite well. You can use those for anything you'd wish. You also make a banana bread and a apple pie and a pear pie.
I don't want to make a bunch of stuff. Like, I think I'll save the limes if I make salad dressings, but definitely I would make some pies. So whatever I could use to make pies, because the fruit is going to go first. So that will definitely be my MO.
Mm-hmm. And there's also oranges, some more citrus.
Okay.
Okay.
Any fruit that seems like out of place or that I can't work with, I will definitely take the fermenting way. So I'll probably try to like store that. So to make a alcohol for whatever.
Okay. All right. You are successful. Now, as the sun... Well, sorry. Ko, is there anything else you would like to do this day?
Let's see. We're still moving at the same speed, correct?
Oh, yeah. Full sails.
Could I talk to Boone and perhaps he and I get a net together and we start dropping that into the waters to see if we can collect anything along the way? Make the most of what we got going on.
Great idea. Yeah. You and Boone get together a net, and you secure it with lines to the ship, and drop it into the water with some weights in it to hold it down.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Right. With the sun setting, Boone suggests that now we drop our speed, going to half-mast, and pull up the net. See if we caught anything.
Let's do it.
I want
By
to
now-
roll for this.
By now, have they showed us like enough of like some of what to do on the ship so that we can like assist? Yeah.
You're definitely familiar with the ship at this point. Boone has shown you several ways that you can aid him with the lines, handling the sails, cleaning the deck, which is very important. And, yeah, the biggest thing is the knots and the lines. Which knot to use for what thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pulling up the net with Boone, you heave it up out of the water, feeling a little extra weight on it than when you had dropped it in. As you pull it up, you find 4 plump fish. 2 appear to be a tuna. 1 is a trout. And another one appears to be more of a... Well, this is saltwater. Yeah, more of like an exotic fish. It's got bright blue scales with long, wispy, orange fins.
I'll kind of check in with Boone to like, hey, all of these are edible, right? I don't have anything to worry about. I'm not familiar with that pretty one over there.
Aye, these should be good. None of them are the Death Snapper.
The Death Snapper. Oh shit. Okay.
You pull the fish aboard, and they flop lamely on the deck. Boone looks at you. If you ever see one that looks like that, he points at the trout. But it has red fins. Don't eat it.
Noted.
I've seen many a sailor go mad. Then jump into the water.
I see. Is it some sort of toxin or like poison?
Drives
Gotcha.
one mad. Makes their whole body feel like it's burning. So they jump overboard to cool themselves down, but because their body is so hot, they get shock as soon as they touch the cold waters, and they drown.
Noted. All right. Well, hand me that bucket over there, and I'll start like just stabbing each fish in the head. Done.
Boone like holds up a hand after you stab two of them. This is the proper way, and he shows you with the knife in the gills.
Oh, no problem. I'll like drop the neck and just like flick out a knife real quick and just.
All right. Temerity comes onto the deck, and he hoists the sail all the way up to the mast, making the Dauntless slow to a pretty much a stop. The waves barely moving the ship up and down. I see you've got a small bounty there. I'd still like to fish myself. You see he's got a rod and a line that he found below deck. He heads to the stern, and he whips it out. The rod. Whips the lure out into the waters.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the fish down below, so that they can be cooked or stored or whatever.
Yeah, Kane, Phoebe, and Temin, Ko, and Boone come down with 4 fish. Plump and healthy.
Are they really healthy? Because they kind of just got killed.
The meat
That's
is
fresh.
healthy.
That's fresh meat,
That's
baby.
fresh meat.
Oh, is this leopard marlin? Just pointing at the orange fish.
No.
Oh, is it?
It's just a random fish name I just made up.
Okay.
That's just a common trout, Master Temin.
It is very bright.
It is. Pretty nice looking fish.
That's actually going to be great because you see our fruit section has downgraded. However, we have lots of jams, jellies, and with the help of Phoebe, we've been able to get herbs and sauces for meat. So that works out.
Check us out. Who'd have thought we'd been in the kitchen together, all of us contributing in our individual ways. And as I say that, I kind of like look over at Tevin and look at Cade. Our individual ways.
Temin is just like clearing the bucket of water and looking over at Ko and just giving a thumbs up like,
Yes.
Boone gets a cutting block of wood, and he begins to scale the fish with his blade.
Can I, Boone, do you mind showing me a little bit of the scaling of the fish and stuff?
You
Yeah,
want to take
by all means.
the blade
It's the worst part.
against taking care not to cut into the fish. and you want to go against the scales, prying them off with the blade, like this. And he shows you his technique. He is choked up on the blade with his fingers so that he has a closer grip on them. And you see, it's like he's probably done this a million times in his life. Just the scales just slide right off. There are a few tough ones you have to peel off yourself. But he continues to go.
Phoebe's like
I will try to
looking away.
replicate.
She's like, all right, I'm just gonna pay attention to the veggies over here.
I'll try to replicate the process.
All right. Master Temin, never mind. He gets up and he grabs one of the barrels of cleaned water and he brings it over and he cups it with his hand, cupping some of the water onto the fish to wash off the scales, and continues to do it, occasionally splashing water on it to clean it. The fishes get prepped, and Kane, you begin cooking them. The aroma, the citrus, the spices, and the meatiness of the fish fills the entire cabin of the ship. It's great. It's been a while since you've had anything gourmet. After a little bit of time, Temerity comes down with a fish in tow, still connected to his lure. Well, you all enjoy that. I'll be having this. And he holds up this fish. It is long. It has these wispy blue fins with white speckles in them that glisten in the lantern light, almost like stars.
What's that one called?
Yeah, was there a fishing spot you just didn't know about, Cole?
I will admit that I'm not the best fisher. I just thought it'd be fun.
Oh,
And we needed fish, so.
This is a starbright fish. Only comes out at night. You need special bait to attract it. And that's my secret. I'll share some of it with all of you. Kane, do you know how to prepare this?
Take a look at it. Does it seem something I would be familiar with? Is it an average fish?
Well, its body type looks familiar. Its scaling doesn't look more complex than anything else you've cooked. He hasn't indicated that there are any toxic organs, like an urchin. And even though you don't know what it is, you recognize the genus.
Okay. I mean, I could definitely work with it. And, I mean, you'd probably be best to tell me what flavors it matches with, so that then we can make sure we get the right seasoning and sauce. That's all I guess I'd say. But I can definitely cook it.
Aye. Make sure you give out equal portions to everybody. This is quite the delicacy.
Yes, yes. Tenacity, if I know anything about you, it's your flair and elegance. You always have the biggest, weirdest, most creative. Yes, yes, I will make sure that you share your greatness with everyone.
Perfect. Well, with the food prepared and all the dishes laid out, you all head to the deck to enjoy your meal as the stars begin to shine in the night sky. There aren't many clouds above you, pretty clear, and the waves are very calm. This is a nice, peaceful night. Save for the slight chill in the air as you are out on the sea, it couldn't be more perfect. Almost idyllic.
Stop it. Almost too perfect.
Too perfect. There you go. It's done. Everything's ruined.
Temerity sits on his stool and is eating his fish. This is excellent, Kane. I couldn't have cooked this better myself. I probably would have eaten them raw.
Yes, yes, I know.
He wipes his mouth off. You all aren't very familiar with the sea, are you?
Nope. Going a little stir crazy after a couple days. I don't know how you pirates do it.
Ah, to live on the sea, you'd have to be a little mad. But perhaps you should all know exactly what we're sailing upon.
Oh, you finally care to give us a little bit more.
Aye.
Oh, well then I welcome it, and I'll kind of like raise a drink of whatever.
A drink of whatever.
Drink of purified water, brought to you by Timmons.
Ooh, I mean, that'd be a rarity. You see, the Sea of Fallen Stars is said to have been created from a giant cataclysm that happened thousands of years ago. This whole area didn't exist. Yet, the creatures that reside within its waters can be found everywhere and nowhere. This is a unique sea. There are things beneath its waves so terrible that they could not be described in detail. There are things much worse than pirates in these waters. Do you know what merfolk are?
Oh, no. I've never encountered merfolk, however, I've heard many stories in many taverns, so why don't you tell me yours?
Well, then you know that you're lucky in having not met one. Many people think that these sea folk, these merfolk, are peaceful, beautiful. They are anything but. Their sole purpose seems to be murdering anybody who sails this sea. And they work closely with tritons. And I doubt any of you have met one of those. A triton has the body of a man, but the makeup of a fish. You see, Boone is attentive to Temerity. I was once on a ship that was set upon by Triton. Really, Boone? Aye. The longest night of our lives it was. You see, a Triton, they have these weapons made from bone, teeth, spines. They're jagged, and one cut from them can poison you. Turn your skin green if you survive. Well, you're lucky to have gotten away from that, Boone. Well, I'm not the best fighter. I may have just avoided the situation. Ah. Well, then you must know what happens when Triton blood hits the water. There are these creatures that can smell it, nay, taste it, within the water, for miles. When that Triton blood mixes in with the salty waters, they go into a frenzy. They come to investigate and devour anything they find. It's like their blood is a delicacy. I've heard that in Triton communities, if any of them become injured and bleed, they are immediately ostracized for fear of these creatures.
Seems pretty harsh.
Well, when it's life or death, you choose life. Many have reported that after defeating Triton that had to try to kill them and burn their ships down, they saw in the water a bubbling frenzy. Any sailor unfortunate enough to be caught in that, there weren't even bones left. But if it's the sea monsters that don't get you, you better beware. I've mentioned the Pirate King's tomb. While he is certainly buried there, he did not stay. The Pirate King still sails these waters with his spectral crew. Aye, I've seen them. I bet you have. Off in the distance, you can see their ghostly ship. It is said that the Pirate King takes the souls of any who drown within this sea, and they become part of his crew for eternity.
I don't know. I don't know if I like the idea of dying at sea.
No, I would much rather be with the earth than the sea.
I agree with that.
I'm indebted to the sea. I owe my life to her. Though she does seem intent on killing me.
Oh, temerity. This just seems like one of those bedtime stories you tell the kids, blah, blah, blah. We're on the ocean. You know, you would be a wonderful, like Boy Scout, I think.
'Tis no tale, Master Kane, speaks up Boone. 'Tis all true. We pirates may seem like a superstitious bunch, but there's a reason why we fear the tales.
Well, temerity, have you ever seen one?
Seen one what?
A merfolk?
Aye?
Are you sure you both just weren't, like, really drunk?
You'd know a merfolk when you saw one. The body of a man, the tail of a fish, sharp, gnashing teeth.
Yeah, seems hard to miss.
So I would not be mistaken.
Well, I'd hope not. That'd be a pretty weird mix-up, but I don't know. I just know that I'm tired, and I have no idea that being on a ship was going to be like this. It's exhausting.
Yes, long days of not doing much is quite tiring out on sea. The sun gets to you. Perhaps we should all rest and hope that Tritons don't jump our ship.
Why do Tritons attack everybody's ships?
This water's sacred to them. And we desecrate it.
You'd think that, after multiple ships being attacked, you guys would just leave their waters.
Nay, nay. If there's any man seeking riches, he'll accept the danger of it. And that includes merchants.
How likely is it for us to be attacked by these merfolk and Tritons?
As we're only sailing and not doing much of anything else, I'm sure we might not attract their attention. if we were to get into a full sea battle, or if someone died and was tossed into the water, we might attract their attention. But I think we'll continue to be alright.
Good.
Just ghost tales. He smiles at Kane. Have a good night, crew. Quartermaster. Full sails, please. And Temerity enters the captain's quarters and closes the doors. Boone unfurls the sail, and you all feel as the night breeze picks up, and you begin to lurch forward once more.
You may all head off to sleep, and I will watch the deck.
Well, that's appreciated, Temin. But don't you have to? I mean, I know you don't sleep, but don't you also need your form of rest?
I will be fine, as long as I do not move from this position.
Yep. You heard him. He's fine. Come on, Phoebe. Bedtime.
Okay.
Usher her down.
Yep.
Temin,
Oh my god.
we'll be up in a few hours.
Understood, Kane.
As you see, 10 minutes just like on the deck, but on kneeling, and he's marking a circle with chalk as he's preparing an alarm spell, and then getting ready to stand in the middle of it, and then assuming his guard position.
All right. Temin the Centurion. Boone looks at you. Good night, Master Temin. Let me know if you need anything.
Well, thank you. I believe I will be fine.
All right. Good night, guys. I say, taking off, and whatever like little bits of fish are left over, I'll take like a little piece and pour another cup of whatever alcohol remains, the rum, and then go off on my own towards bed.
Okay. Well, as you all settle in and enter your rest, Temin, an hour passes in your watch, and you hear the sound of thunder. You look up, and after a loud crack, or in conjunction with a loud crack, you see a black bolt of lightning collide with the crow's nest, sending sparks off of the wood. Peering down at you, you see the glinting eyes of a raven.
I can't really move, but I can still see it. Does this raven look like it's hostile?
It perches up on the crow's nest and tilts its head before hopping and then opening its wings and flittering down onto the cross beam of one of the lower sails and continues to stare at you. As it is now closer, you see it is quite a large raven.
Alright, I'm gonna mention that if it comes close enough, within the 20-foot cube, roughly of where Temin is, in the center of it, it's gonna sound off with the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sound like a siren, pretty much to awaken everyone.
Okay.
If it does enter the area.
All right. Right now, it's just observing you. The rest of you, in your sleep, you are visited by a dream. Ko. Your sleep is restless. You see quarry spirits of all kinds. You see Raktau among them, all with a blue hue. You then see other spirits, reds and purples and oranges, tentacles and abomination shapes. You recognize the inspired. They're tainted, twisted, evil quarry spirits. You see this reddish orange as it coalesces into two spots, the blue quarry spirits dissipating. As you stare at these two spots, they bore into you like eyes, as from them the visage of a metallic face appears. A face of a warforged. Phoebe, in your rest, you feel uncomfortable. Something crawls around in your very flesh. In your dream, you have both your hands, and they're preoccupied with checking every portion of your body, where this crawling, itching is coming from. You feel dirty. A smell comes to you. The smell of that place you were in, that darkness with the tabaxi. There is a glow of golden energy emanating from your left. And you look to see Booker, a spirit bear. And then, from the darkness around you, a massive blade appears and punctures the golden spirit of Booker. Golden light explodes outward, and you feel yourself falling. Cotton falling around you, filling your sight. Kane. As you lay in this bed, you feel a suffocating force. It begins to choke around your neck. You reach up and you feel your flesh. No collar. You sit up in the bed and look around. The ship is empty, and the collar is laying on the wooden floorboards. Confused, you step out of the bed and go to reach for it, and it begins to melt into a bubbling black puddle. You retract your hand, and as you do, the puddle lunges forward, now with this web-like structure, and grabs onto your arm. Fingers of ooze begins crawling up you and spreading out over your flesh. It's a cold, electrical, tingling feeling. And it begins to crawl up your neck, and you close your mouth, but you feel it enter your nostrils and pry your jaw open, crawling within you. You then all share this next dream. a woman rises from the sea, her body formed from its waters, her skin a bluish-green hue, her hair a flow of seaweed and shells, gills upon her face and neck and body. She wields a forked trident in hand, and she holds it up before a dagger plunges through her chest. You see a hand grab the dagger, a gauntlet, an infernal gauntlet you've seen before. The hand pulls it out. It is the fist of Bane, the symbol of his power and tyranny. It holds the blade dripping with deep purple blood. With his other hand, Bane grabs this sea creature, and she begins to disappear as water itself falls down into the sea. In Bane's hand lies a blue sphere of energy, and he brings it up to his face, which becomes illuminated, opens his jaw, and devours the energy. Temin, while they are having this dream, the sky darkens. The stars begin to disappear as clouds coalesce above you. You hear the sound of thunder, and you see its yellow electricity dance. The sea begins to pick up. You feel the rocking of the ship become more violent and unpredictable. No longer the steady, rhythmic splash. Now a violent jostling. The raven caws, and a bolt of lightning comes down. Another black-hued bolt of lightning hits the raven, and it disappears. And as it disappears, all of you awaken.
I'm going to get up very quickly and probably very restlessly, and feeling a little bit unnerved. I'm going to go upstairs. And as I walk by Phoebe's door, I'm going to like lock her in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go upstairs.
I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
I'm kidding, but like if there's a broom, can I throw it there?
You all sleep in like a communal area.
Go.
So as you know.
Oh, okay. Well, let me grab the duct tape then. Just go. Sorry.
As you get up, you all feel the shake of the ship. It is quite violent. Boone rolls out of his cot and stands up. A storm. We have to get up. And Boone races onto the deck and sees you standing there, Temin, and begins to give you instructions to help him with the sails.
I'm also going to be up there. I'm going to be up there when Boone, like moving like Boone. I'm going to get up and go up there with urgency.
Okay.
Phoebe's gonna do the same. She's gonna look, see if she has Booker, make sure he's okay, and then she's gonna run up to the top.
Good idea.
I think you're muted, Dante.
I was gonna follow, but he's more like he has that split attention where he's like, okay, I can sense the urgency and what's going on around me, but this is his second dream ever, and it's hitting him. You know, each one is very impactful considering he's never dreamed before. So he's kind of like in his head a little bit groggy after experiencing it. And he's got kind of clambering his way towards top deck.
Okay. Temerity.
is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that Temin, as he is being called out to, and the storm is picking up, you see Temin kind of awake, but still slow moving from his stance. His eyes just flicker a bit, and turning slowly to both Kane and Boone. A raven. And lightning that struck twice. Black lightning.
Black lightning. I'm just gonna be scrambling, like moving stuff and helping with things like black lightning. What do you like? Are you sure? What do you mean? Like, and that kind of.
Boone rushes up and puts his hand on you. I assume he triggers the alert at that point.
The alarm is set to people I only wanted to trigger, so I was setting it for everyone that's not on the ship.
Okay. He puts his hand on your shoulder. A raven out here?
A giant raven, in fact. It appeared when the black lightning struck once in the crow's nest. When it struck again, it vanished.
Was there a coldness in the air?
If there was, it was too far from me to feel it.
We might have the eye of the Raven Queen on us.
Oh. Looking over to Kane. Sebastian.
I'm just kind of be like, it could be good or bad, man, and just keep working.
As you all aid Boone in making sure the lines are secure, and he tells you what you have to do with the sail as the wind blows, and make sure that it doesn't get torn or pulled in any specific way. You help him pull it to half mast at this point. As the wind begins to pick up, the waves increase in size and begin to splash water onto the deck. Ko, as you're still trying to come to, this wave hits you, and that cold seawater just... you are now fully alert.
I think, okay, yeah. I think, yeah, the whole way of, like, the urgency of getting our shit together will definitely get Ko to work properly, try to keep a pace with everybody.
The captain's quarters swing open, and Temerity steps out. Oh, what? Did any of us invoke the ire of the sea bitch?
No, I think that role is solely to you.
Nay, not that one. Umberly. Boone yells over. The goddess of the sea.
No, I think we just went to sleep.
Aye. A tempest like this could only be summoned by her. And as he says that, yellow lightning crackles across the sky, and two waves rise up ahead of you, colliding with one another, and sending a third massive wave your way. The bow of the ship lurches up and drops violently. Everybody make me a dexterity save.
Are they all near me?
What's the range?
If they're all within 10 feet of me.
They're all... So everybody's helping...
Oh my god, Kel, get real dice.
Ko...
Also, Remy in the back.
Yeah.
Use your dice.
Remy's
I have-
eyes back there.
I rolled a fucking 18, girl.
I have a
Ko is
20,
nearest to
30.
you, so Ko, you get the bonus.
Definitely
but
luck.
What's
Phoebe
the bonus?
and Kane do not.
+3 because of my aura protection.
Okay, so I rolled a 26 then.
I guess you didn't need
18.
it. I got a 10.
All right. Sorry, so 18 from Phoebe. Kane?
I got an 18.
Perfect. Ko?
26.
All right. And Temin.
And a 10 for Temin.
All right.
Oh my god.
As the bow drops, you all land, except for Temin. As you're still coming to and getting your body moving again, when you fall, you're unable to catch yourself, and you land hard on the deck. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. Now, as the ship violently is tossed about in these waves and lightning begins to strike, a massive wave rises up beside you. Kane, while you're assisting with the line, you look over and see this massive wave. And there's a dark shape within it.
I'm just kind of like stumbling over my words. Do I see anything else in the ocean, or just that? Like, it's just a heavy storm, as I can tell as of now.
Right now, all you see is the storm. You are being battered by rain and seawater alike.
I'm gonna yell to Temerity or Bo, whichever one's closer, or Boone. My gosh, I got there, Boone, and I'm gonna be like, I don't think we're alone.
Temerity looks over, his wet hair whipping in the rain. Aye. Seems the beasts have been awoken.
Beast, you wanna keep explaining?
You best start believing in stories.
Oh, come on, the thing was huge. It couldn't have been a merfolk.
Nay. But I'm sure they're not far behind. If we've evoked the ire of Umberlee, we're in for it.
Great.
And as he says that, out of this wave, as it begins to crash into the side of the ship, 3 humanoid forms launch out of it onto the deck. They stand up. Seaweed and different plants adorn them like clothing. And they all hold various weapons carved of bone. Their faces and necks have slits of gills, fins on their forearms. Boone looks over wide-eyed. Triton! Roll initiative.
$14.
9.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Phoebe? 10. What did you roll? Kane?
7 flat. I don't have anything to my initiative.
Oh boy.
Bad roll. Got it out of the way. Now let's move into the real stuff.
All right. Well, now that we have that sorted out, 2 of the Triton with their weapons brandished. Now, where we are on the ship, okay? We have on the port side, which is the left side of the ship, Boone, Temin, and Co. And on the starboard side, we have Temerity, Kane, and Phoebe. These 3 Triton have just jumped on from the port side, making them closest to Boone, Temin, and Co. 2 of them rush forward with their weapons. One of them has a spear, and on the tip of it fashioned what appears to be a large bestial tooth, along with smaller spines and teeth wrapped around, creating a nasty stabbing implement. He rushes forward and attacks at Yuko, thrusting. Ooh, and misses. The other one brandishes 2 what appear to be daggers and charges to you, Temin. Oh my god, it misses.
Should be an advantage because I'm prone.
Oh, that's right. Misses again.
I have an AC of 12. Are you sure?
Let me see. I rolled a 6, so yes.
Oh shit! Damn.
Don't worry, they'll kill you guys next round. Alright. It's Temerity's action. Oh, God. We need to get these to full sail. And so he begins to loosen the line. Kane, I need you to hold this with me.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it with him.
Okay. If you take your turn to assist him, you can lower your half of the sails and secure it properly.
Okay.
Co. Boone sees Temerity trying to unfurl the sail. He looks at the 2 Triton and looks at Yuko. We've got to get this sail down.
Okay, oh shit. One of them just tried to attack me, so he's like in my fucking face, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. And there's 3 of them total?
Yes.
Don't worry, Cole. I'll hold them off.
One is about 10 feet from you. Or the third one is about 10 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna use command on all 3 of them.
Okay. The first one, it's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, they have to beat a 17.
Ooh, first one failed.
Mm-hmm.
Second one succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one failed. So 1 and 3.
The command is for them to flee.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so yeah, I kind of just like look to them like flee. Glowing eyes and everything. And then with my bonus action, I am going to kind of like, yeah, Boone, I'm right there with you, and kind of give him a inspiration die.
Okay.
Let's go, Boone.
All right.
Put my faith in you.
Well, Boone attempts to unfurl the sail, and the wind is pushing hard against it. You see, he's, again, a big dude. His muscles are straining as he's pulling on the line, trying not to let it loose. We're going to do a strength
Roll
check.
your inspiration.
And then we're going to add our inspiration. Ooh. You see, for a moment, Boone's feet are picked up off of the deck, and he lands back down, slipping the rest of the rope just a little bit further and then securing it quickly and tying off a knot. You see a moment of relief on his face before he looks back at the Triton around you. The sail is now fully unfurled. Along with the force of the waves hitting the ship, you feel the wind fully hitting the sail as it blasts forward with incredible speed. Phoebe.
Okay. So there's 2 Triton on the ship.
3.
There's 3.
2 are attacking Temin and Ko, and the third one has yet to take an action.
All right, so she is going to see all of this happening and not waste any time. She's going to cast Spirit Guardians at level 5.
All right.
So she's going to do that. That's the thing she's going to do. And then she is going to, as a bonus action, place down a healing spirit in the center of the ship where everyone is.
All right. 15 feet. So the bees again?
Yes.
All right. Spectral, spiritual bees appear around Phoebe. And then you're adding the healing spirit?
Mm-hmm. Whenever someone starts their turn or enters the space of the healing spirit, they heal 1d6. So it's not my spirit totem, it is a healing spirit.
Okay. Are you putting it in the middle?
Yes, where it can reach everybody.
Well, it's only a 5-foot area, so you have to be standing right next to it.
So then, right where people can run into it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just put it down.
Sure. We can put it right in the middle. People will just have to run past it to get that healing.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, where it's like most easily accessible.
Yeah. What does your healing spirit look like?
My healing spirit is going to be a beehive.
Okay. So you've got bees around Phoebe, and then you see this spiritual beehive appear in the center of the deck.
Yes.
All right, Temin.
Well, slamming his hands onto the deck, he's going to be jumping up and then going right into a rage. And as he comes up into a rage, you're going to see him just like catch him with like a clothesline, and he's going to go for a grapple.
Nice. All right. Give me a strength check.
That's going to be a 21.
Woo! Temin Temin jumps up and immediately wraps his arm around the nearest Triton, who attempts to get away, but forces his own neck into the clothesline. You hear this as you pull him back into a headlock.
Right. And then following up, I'm going to, using, once I get him into it, I'm going to turn my body around him and then use my second attack to kind of thrust the elbow into his back and push him another 5 feet with a shove attack.
Okay.
That's going to be another contested roll. That's a 22 this time.
Oh. You beat him again.
Pushing him 5 feet towards Phoebe's Spirit Guardians. And because I'm grappling him, I can use half my movement, or use half of it to get up. So I'm going to use the last 5 feet to drag him towards the Spirit Guardians. And you just see Temin's eyes glowing as he's like, "Let's go!"
Very good. So just for note, the width of this ship is
I know Phoebe's Spirit Guardian is what, 15 feet?
15 feet.
Radius?
This
and then
ship
I just moved him
is
10 feet.
Yeah, this ship is 35 feet wide.
So he's already in it. Okay.
So
I
you
pushed
push
him
him
10 feet towards.
10 feet towards. So you're here, that's 5. He's here, that's 5. You push him 10, so he's 20 feet in. Even if she's on the other side at 15, he's just inside of it.
Yep.
So, when he enters it...
No, on his willingly, or not forced, or he starts his turn in it, he should roll a wisdom save. But because I pushed him into it, it's different.
It says when it enters the area for the first time. Oh, on a turn. I see. Alright, alright. Well, when he starts his next turn, he will do that. Kane.
I have to help buckle down the thing, right? Because you said I'm going to use my turn to do that.
Yes. So you aid Temerity in dropping the other side of the sail. Sorry. Now the sail is fully unfurled, and you feel the force of the wind pick up its speed. The waves around you still crashing into the ship, that dark form having disappeared with that massive wave.
Right.
All right, very good. The last Triton, you see fear in his... no, you see kind of this milky look in his eyes, Ko, as he runs away from you and jumps off of the railing of the ship back into the water.
So just to catch me up, the one directly in front of me, is that this one? Or was it...
No, this was the one that had not made an action yet.
Okay, okay. And then the other one that was in front of me, he actually like ran away too? Or was he the one who succeeded?
2 of them failed. One of them just jumped off the ship.
No,
the
I'm
other
asking...
one is still standing in front of you.
Okay, that's the one that succeeded then.
Yes. The one
Gotcha.
that Temin just grappled and threw, he succeeded in his save. Okay. Now, top of the round, everybody give me a dexterity save as the ship violently rocks again.
Let's see.
I got a 14.
Who gave my perfect dice slice?
I got 14.
That 20 for a 21, baby!
21.
Ko?
How about I'm gonna have to reroll this. Let me see something. Every time I try to fucking find this psychic bolster thing.
Oh, yeah. I hate trying to find that thing.
Yeah, every single time. Is it only for... Does it work on saving throws?
It's like I have like 20 different spirits.
Isn't that a feat?
Yeah. I don't know if it works on saving throws though. It says
Bolstered neck?
We're non-psionic training fills you. Your psionic power can help you if you fail an ability check. Not a saving throw. Okay.
Womp.
Roll a 10.
Okay. Ko and Kane are dropped hard onto the deck of the ship. You
Cocaine
both take
tends to drop
4
hard.
points of bludgeoning damage. Dropping the cocaine. And you start your turn prone.
Okay.
All right. The
Didn't
Triton.
realize the ocean had a turn. Just kidding, go ahead.
The Triton
Legendary action. Oh,
that
man.
failed his save follows his companion and jumps off of the railing. The one that Temin threw does his wisdom save. Let me see. Let's say +2. What's your 16? He failed by 1 point. Roll me 3d8 radiant damage as these
5d8, homie.
5th level 5d8 as these
not playing, it's the
spiritual bees begin to sting and attack him.
It's the ocean. She ain't playing.
He screams out and swats at them.
23 points of radiant damage, Captain.
Is Phoebe gonna like cause somebody to die?
It's not her, it's the Guardians.
It's an allergic reaction to bees.
He's not doing well. You see, he's
Oh my God.
he falls to a knee and continues to swat around him.
As
Wait,
time is just
guys,
choking
they're
the shit out of him.
bees.
The Phoebes.
Oh my god. Perfect. Another massive wave hits the ship, sending a splash of water up to your ankles now on the deck of the ship. And with it, something splashes. You hear this wet slap as something hits the deck of the ship.
Ew.
You all see the torso of a woman push herself up as a serpent-like fish tail writhes behind her. She holds up a staff and looks at all of you. Based on Temerity's story and other stories you've heard, this appears to be a merfolk. It is Temerity's turn. See, Kane, I told you they're real. Look!
Good, now go put it back in the water.
Temerity pulls a cutlass and runs forward. Ooh. And gets a hit on her. And he hits on her. Alright, Ko. You start your turn prone as you did fail your dexterity check.
I'll use half my movement to get up. Guy's still in front of me, correct?
No.
That was the one
you
that...
have the merfolk on the bow and the Triton being attacked by the spectral bees.
Yes. Cool. About how far away from me is the Triton?
15, 20 feet.
Cool. Then in that case, I will throw my dagger at him.
Okay. The crystal dagger?
Yes, the crystal dagger.
All right.
Is he within 5 feet of an ally?
Is he the one I'm
Yes.
grappling you're talking about?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yes. So there's only the one that you're grappling, right?
Yeah, and then the other one's
okay.
the
The other one's
lady.
left. Okay. And then, yeah, the merfolk woman. All right, cool.
I thought you pushed him.
So, yeah, I shoved him.
So that he was grappling.
Okay, so
Well, I rolled a 22. Does that hit?
That hits.
All right, cool. That's 8. Plus my sneak attack. What does my sneak attack die?
It should
been so
be a
long,
couple of D8s.
No, D8s. I thought it was
Or,
D6.
sorry, D6s. D6s. Couple of D6s.
Couple of D8s. Cool, I'll take it. Why is everything dying so fast?
should be 3d6 for your
Yeah, 3d6. All right, so it was I rolled
I just found it right
8,
this time it said that.
13, 19, and 23 damage.
So, Ko, you throw the crystalline dagger, and as the ship heaves against the waves, you use your telekinesis to slightly alter its course downward as the ship drops. and the dagger plunges right into the back of his neck. You see, and this familiar sight as the this black spidering vein crosses over his slimy flesh, and the light and color disappears from him. The blade, the crystal dagger, pulses red as it teleports back into your hand. You feel that warmth.
Well then, that's another one for you. And from there, I will. How far away is the mer lady?
20 feet.
About 20 feet. Okay. And if I remember correctly, it was me, Boone, and originally Temin, but Temin probably like moved over on that one side.
I'm like more towards the middle now.
Gotcha. Yep. I'll move a little bit closer towards Boone. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll kind of call out. I'm like, yeah, Temerity, get rid of that sea bitch. And I will inspire him with my bonus action.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Phoebe. You see this Triton collapse, dead, colorless.
Where is Mommy Mermaid?
She is on the bow of the ship, about 25 feet from you.
Okay, so Phoebe is going to... Oh, by the way, if anyone runs through my healing spirit, you get 1d6. Alright, cool. Anyways, as long as I put that out there. She is going to kind of position herself away from all of the... She's going to put herself in the location that is least attended by the Triton. I don't know, she's going to try to stay out of their way.
Okay. So you get yourself more to a central location.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why I'm unable to articulate.
No problem.
That was wild. And then he died. She is going to hold a cure wounds.
Hold a cure wounds.
She's gonna hold a cure wounds.
For what?
If she sees one of her friends get hurt.
It's touch range.
Yeah, so she's gonna run over with her movement and poke him.
But you just moved.
Well, that wasn't all of her 25 feet, was it?
He can only hold the action, not the movement.
What? All right.
Rules be rulesing.
Well, then she's just gonna stand behind a big. She's gonna just pass.
Kane is so proud of you. Just go hide. Where's Phoebe? Oh my God, she's finally out of combat! My child.
So proud. Oh God, the life of a pacifist.
Temin, it is your turn, and right before you act... that is the wrong die. 3 more Triton splash out of the water onto the deck.
How far are they?
2 of them are up with the merfolk at the bow, about 20 to 25 feet from you, and 1 of them lands beside Kane on the starboard side, the right of the ship, which is 30 feet from you.
Okay. I am going to rush towards the one that is one of the ones that are beside the merfolk.
Okay. Did I say mermaid?
Yeah. Is it a mermaid?
It's a merfolk I just want to be certain I did not say mermaid.
Yeah, merfolk.
Oh.
I'm gonna rush up to one of the tritons beside the merfolk.
Yep.
And as I come up, you see the greatsword swinging out, and I'm gonna reckless attack on this dude. That is gonna be a 28 to hit.
That hits.
And that's a second level divine smite dropping on this dude.
All right.
It's 8 damage, and that is also 3d8. So that's 16 plus 8, 24 plus 2 rage damage. That is 26 points of slashing damage. 10 points of slashing damage and 16 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Altogether 26. Yes, 26.
Perfect. Temin rushes forward, slashes with his greatsword, and you see this divine electricity hit the Triton, who seizes up for a moment from the force of the attack.
And with my... As you see him strike down, you see his body illuminates and glows with the blue from Ardea. And you see him call out in a booming voice to Ko. Bonus action, I'm going to use my forfeit my second attack and use my bonus action to direct Ko to make an attack with his reaction for that extra sneak attack damage on the one I just attacked.
All right.
Finish him, Ko.
All right.
Using that new core already.
Where's my shit? Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You can also add a d6 to the damage as well,
Okay.
because it's superiority dice.
Oh, heck yeah. All right.
That sounds familiar, Kane. He's learning.
And I get sneak attack because it's a different turn, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So you're getting 4d6 extra damage.
Yeah. All right, cool. So 8, 10, 15, 15, and 16. 16 total.
16 total.
I
All
rolled
right.
low.
Well, you killed another one. The same thing happens. The dagger plunges into his chest, and you see the same effect as it
Racking
returns
up
to
the
you,
body count.
pulsating with warmth.
It's that teamwork, yo.
Yeah.
Practice.
There goes another one.
Kane, you start your turn prone, and a Triton just jumped on the deck next to you.
Next to me. Okay. So when I start prone, what does that mean? Does it take?
You have to take
move?
your half your movement to stand.
Okay, that's fine. So I will stand up and. Oh God! How big is this Smurffolk guy?
He's humanoid size. He's probably 5 something.
Cool. Can I pick him up and throw him back in the water for real?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dunk his ass back in the water and then pull out my sword. Well, I'm gonna equip my my great axe. Do I have two? Two-handed. I'm gonna equip myself with great axe two-handed.
So you're going to pick him up and throw him over, and then take out your great axe.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check. Ooh.
Strength.
Give me a good roll.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That's a good roll.
She beaten. Ooh.
Well,
She
I
did.
figured
She
if
did.
he's the size of a person, I could pick them up all the time. So
Yeah, and he struggles against you, but the way you grapple him, you get one arm around under his leg so that you can just fully just hoist him over. So as he like tries to push away from you, you just pick him up and just back throw him off the railing. And you think you hear the splash, but he's certainly off the ship. You then equip your battle axe, and you still have a second attack and half your movement. The other enemies are 25 feet from you, though. So you can approach them, but you won't be able to reach them with your axe.
okay. I will hold action.
Okay. Four.
And for actually pass.
You're at the end of the turn order. So, top of the new round, everybody make me a dexterity save.
God damn, please don't do this to me again, dice. What's it? Is it an even number or odd numbers that are lucky?
Depends on what you're trying to get.
A good roll. Well, I willed it into existence.
16.
Is Kane within range of me now?
You
He's
know.
moving closer.
He did not move.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
move.
You just held your action. Okay.
Yep.
I got 17. Hopefully that's
I got a 23.
12.
Okay.
Remember, he's got negative.
Yep.
That's
So,
true.
yep. Temin, you lose your footing and hit hard against the deck again. Going prone, you take 2 points of bludgeoning. One of the Triton, or the other Triton, the last Triton, failed his save and is prone as well. Alright. I think we skipped Temerity last time. Whoops. You gave Temerity a...
Inspiration so he can handle the sea bitch.
Perfect. He rushes forward with his cutlass and strikes the merfolk, landing a solid cut. Oh no, he did. But he's going to strike her again. Doesn't matter. Perfect. You see blood seeping out of her. Cool.
Ooh, back to me. How many of the other merfolk are left?
There's
Or is
just
it
the singular merfolk.
Oh, then
I mean,
I
it's
strike.
Triton, right?
Yeah, the
And-
Triton. Sorry, yeah,
There's one Triton left.
one Triton.
You guys are just going through these.
What's this last Triton doing? Is he engaged directly with somebody?
He just lost his footing when the ship dropped.
How far away from me is he?
50 feet? Because we're
That's
going
fucking far.
diagonal.
That's far. Fuck that guy.
He's at the bow on the other side.
Okay.
Bless you.
And remind me, how far away is the merfolk from me? Might have to move.
25 feet.
All right, I will move and kind of like back up Temerity since I just inspired him. I'll move a little bit closer and then toss the shard dagger.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits. Once again, you kill another one with your dagger, and it absorbs her essence.
Oh shit, she was like that close.
She writhes and her tail flaps hard against the deck as the life is sucked out of her. The crystal dagger feels not warm, hot in your hand.
I was gonna like put that down and just like kind of like look at it like when you've been slighted by like a friend who like unintentionally slighted you, just like what the fuck, dude? And then I'll be like, Temin, King, is all yours. Pointing at the last Triton, and I will. Do I want to burn all my inspiration? Yeah, fuck it. It's fine. We surely we cannot go into any more combat this night. I will inspire Kane. Yeah, right. I gave one to. Did I give one to Temin? Gave one to Temerity? No, I gave one to Boone, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
To help him with the line.
Yeah. I'll give it to Kane. It's fine. It's fine. I already said it. We'll commit to it. Don't fuck this up, Kane. You're the champion. You're our leader.
Okay. Another wave hits. Everybody give me a dexterity save.
Come on, don't flip over, Kane. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, could you add inspiration to that save?
Oh, it's not gonna save nothing.
Damn. What the hell? Oh my god.
What would an inspiration add? Phoebe!
Have
My-
a look!
My inspiration is 1d8.
So the most you
it
could
just-
add is 8.
Yeah.
I literally got a 4. That's not gonna help me.
Yeah, it won't. I rolled a 14.
Oh, Kelpie!
Temin?
Fine.
Dirty 20. I'm already prone though.
Oh,
Just laying there, just.
You're
Just looking at the sky,
you did
having
recover, so you're all right. You landed on your feet because you come off of the deck. So if you're prone or not, you landed.
Oh, it smacks itself.
Phoebe and Ko. Ko, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Phoebe, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And Kane, standing next to the railing, as you fly up and then come back down, you hit the railing and splash into the water.
Okay.
Get into the
3
water?
points.
Oh shit, he can't swim.
3 points of bludgeoning damage. I can't swim! As the ship is lurching forward with the gust of the storm, the lightning smashing into these huge waves that continue to lambaste the sides of the ship, forcing it up and down. Kane, as you hit the water, you plunge deep. You see the wake briefly as you begin to sink slowly. Darkness surrounds you. A bolt of lightning smashes into the water nearby, and you see as it spiders out, these figures are illuminated momentarily. Merfolk, Triton, and then these other things. Their body similar to that of a merfolk, yet they have more of these spikes and fins coming off of them. A serpent-like basilisk head, and their arms ending in hooks. They're all battling one another in the waters, filling it with blood.
I'm going to panic flail, because that's all you do when you don't know how to swim, and just try and go back up.
Back on the deck, massive waves are hitting the deck. Lightning is smashing into the floorboards. The remaining Triton looks around and sees that he's not going to win this battle and jumps off of the deck back into the water.
Yeah, run, bitch.
I'm gonna try to surface. I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna do Kane's best.
All right, give me an athletics check, Kane.
Okay. I don't want to be here, and it's very scary.
The water's
Dude, we-
very cold.
Did we all
Oh,
see
good,
Kane
good,
fall
good,
into the
good.
water?
Hold on. I think this might help me. Let me check my stats. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20.
If your passive perception is higher than 15, then you saw it.
He's gonna drown. I will alert everybody.
Okay.
Big Blue can't swim. Big Blue can't swim.
Well, Ko lets you all know that he just went off. Kane, what did you get?
I got a 20, 30.
Awesome. You begin to swim upwards, grasping the water and just kicking, letting instinct at this point take over as you try and surface. The waves are forceful, and you're in the wake of the ship, the Dauntless. But you breach for a moment, getting a much-needed gasp of air. Temerity grabs a line of rope, throws it to Yuko, and begins to tie it around himself, darting towards the edge of the railing and jumping into the water.
While he's going that way to jump into the water, I'm running over towards Temin, actually, so that I can secure the rope around Temin. Much heavier. Much heavier.
Initially, I was gonna run with the rest of my rage and pretty much pick up Raffaangelo and toss him overboard and jump off with Raffaangelo.
I should go.
Use him as a steed.
All right. Yeah, Temerity jumps in after you still. That's great. The water is rough, though. You see Temerity dives under the waves and begins to swim. You see the line pulling with him. As you ride Raffaangelo through the waves, Kane, you were able to get a breath, but you're not able to sustain yourself above the waves. And another crack of lightning hits the water. There, illuminated in the momentary brightness, one of these serpent-headed, fish-like creatures breaches the water with a hooked hand and slashes at you. Missing by mere inches. Temin, what is the swim speed of Raffaangelo?
I'll tell you right now. 40, but I'm gonna have him use his action to dash.
Perfect.
But also taking one of my blades out, my short swords out, and whipping it right across the surface of the water as it spins and starts to float above the water and call out for Jameson! Protect Kane! Like a boomerang.
Very nice. Temin throws his curved sword, activating its magic as it begins to autonomously flying through the air. This serpentine creature that barely misses Kane as it splashes into the water. Its spiked tail, fin at the end, comes up and is about to enter the water as the sword cuts right through. You see it separate, the bone and blood spatter out and fill the water. Temin, you make it to Kane as Temerity is catching up close behind you. There is a smell joining the saltiness of the sea, the smell of blood. You begin to see in the waves, through the light cascaded down by the lightning, the water begins to bubble.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Kane, you begin to feel lots of little things moving past your legs.
Fuck. As Temin approaches me, I'm gonna be choking and gasping and yelling at. It's Temin, right? Temin's in here, not just his little guy.
Temin
Raffaangelo
is riding Raffaangelo.
Oh
and
my
Temerity is close behind.
Okay. I'm gonna just be like, Temin, you gotta go back out. Go back out. And I'm
No! I won't leave you, Kane!
And reaching my hand into the water, try and grab Kane.
Okay. You do grab him. You're right next to him as Kane's dipping in and out of the water, trying to keep himself surfaced. Temerity catches up with you, and he slaps you, Kane. Grab the line!
I'm gonna grab the line.
All right. Ko and Phoebe back on the deck of the ship. Ko, you secured the line?
Yeah, so originally I was gonna run for Temin, but Temin fucking flew up. So yeah, I would have secured it to like the mast or something like that.
Boone runs up and he's like, "No, not that! Not you're gonna kill him."
Okay, fuck it.
Phoebe,
So, how many are on the ship now?
there are no enemies on the ship.
Just
No enemies on the
me,
ship.
you, and Boone.
Okay. So Phoebe is witnessing all of this happening, yes?
Yep.
Are the spirit guardians able to move?
I think they're just around you.
Yeah. Oh, great! She's gonna jump in the water!
Everybody face-palmed. I want you to know, even God face-palmed.
Do I have enough like of a reaction to yoink her?
Wait!
Not if she's at the edge of the ship.
Wait!
Fuck.
She's going to cast Water Walk on herself and then jump into the water.
You gotta say that part first. Next time, don't just say we gotta jump into the water.
I typed it. I didn't know that I didn't say it. I'm sorry. I typed it.
So,
Oh my god.
Phoebe, you cast Water Walk and jump into the rapid waves. We're gonna get to that in a second. Ko, you see the line that Temerity had tied himself with. It's about to run out, and as it gets to its end, it gets taut. Phoebe, it holds, but it's taut. Phoebe, give me a dexterity save, please.
If I get smacked with this fucking rope.
No, it's the waves that you're trying to
Oh, okay.
run
I thought it was
across.
cool.
Because it doesn't matter if you have water walking, the surface you're running on is still doing this.
Cool, it's 12.
You are knocked off of your feet and fall into the water.
Shit! Wait, even with Water Walk? Even if I go underwater, it keeps me afloat.
Hold on. I'm fact checking this.
I can't go beneath. Oh, and then
No,
and then,
instead it's like a floor where she hits it and it just
Yeah.
moves her off of it.
and then any creature.
like a
up
fucking
to
So it's
10
your
bouncy.
whole
creatures-
body?
Up to 10 willing creatures that are then around me within 30 feet, they also get Water Walk.
Yeah, but girl, this is vicious waves. You just dropped in the ocean with vicious waves, which means
As
you're
long
gonna be
as no one's
thrown.
drowning.
She's
I
on
get
a-
everyone above the water.
She's on a bouncy thing, and it's just like,
like a waterbed.
It's like ice skating, but not good. And
Can
you're
I
going
just
to be
drown you
thrown.
and be done with it?
No, which means that Kane is no longer drowning. Raphaangelo
I
can't.
have a
Barely
question
knows
for
his
you.
name right now.
Where's Water Walk?
It's my 3rd level. It's right here.
When did you prepare that?
I prepared it before we came on the ocean. Because I knew we were going to be on the ocean.
I do remember that.
She has water walk. She has had it, yeah.
I just don't see it in your list of spells.
It's right here. It's underneath Spirit Guardians.
Well, I would say
Oh, it's
that
part
I think
of Spirit Guardians?
No, it's underneath Spirit Guardians.
Oh, I see. Hold on.
I don't know if my screen's all weird.
There it is. It was not there.
here's the thing. Even if, and I'm literally rooting for Phoebe and whatever anyone wants to do. However, falling into an ocean, especially with lots of waves, Kane would not be managing to stay next to the boat at all. He would be far out. And Temin did have to travel to get to us as well. So if you were to step off and land, you would actually have to travel to get to us.
Yeah, they're not just right outside the water or right outside the ship. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it does say that any creature you cast this on that is submerged in the liquid rises to the surface at a rate of 60 feet per round, which is pretty fast. So, you get knocked off your feet. You are getting wet, but you are not beneath the waves. Temin, Kane, and Temerity. Kane, you grab onto it and you're spitting out salt water, and then you feel the line get taut in your hand, and you and Temerity get pulled along with the ship now. Temin.
Oh, you're asking what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, are you gonna race them back? Are you... What... How do you think you can help in this scenario?
So Kane and Temerity being dragged right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to tell Raffaangelo to pretty much go full speed, and he's gonna dash with his action, so it's gonna be 80 feet of swimming speed to pretty much catch up to them.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
And is the lightning still going on right now?
Oh, yeah. You can see, as you're being pulled along, you see this bubbling in the water, and you see these small, jagged, spiky fish occasionally popping up.
All right. I'm going to take my greatsword and circling it in the air, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite, and I'm going to smash my sword right into the water, echoing the booming sound of thunder right across the surface of the water to drive away all the fish.
Nice. You see actually a good amount of them rise to the surface before more bubbles come and take them down.
It also looks like a little thing, because as he does it, he's smashing it right behind the wake left by Raffaangelo, so it's like boom, like he's fucking surfing or something.
Nice.
Just a little bump up.
Yeah. All right. He gets a Mario Kart speed boost.
That's it for him.
All right. Phoebe. As you are heading across the water, you see your companions now being pulled by this line, and they are approaching you pretty rapidly.
All right. So they're coming up. She's gonna wait, and then she's just gonna jump on Kane's back.
You know, surf Kane back.
Yep.
All right.
100% drive-by pickup. Doesn't matter. Phoebe, come to me, my pet.
Okay. So, we will say that you all get back to the ship. Boone and Co. are going to be pulling the line to get you back onto the ship. The waves are still chaotic, but the sky is no longer thundering, and the waves are slightly less high. The ride is not anywhere near enjoyable. Temerity barks orders to Boone and to the rest of you, commanding for the sails, for the water to be taken out of the deck. Some water has gotten below deck that needs to be dumped. As you all continue to sail, behind you, you hear this deep, echoing roar from the stern of the ship. Turning back, you see the waves have coalesced into this swirling tube that snakes around. It turns, and as if it has a maw, opens up in darkness, and you hear this deep, bellowing roar. It then reaches up to the skies and crashes down into the water, sending a massive wave, bigger than all the rest you've seen, right towards the back of the ship. As you continue to sail with the wind.
Is there any time to like brace for impact if the wave is going to impact us?
Yes.
Would like to brace for impact.
All right.
I was gonna, seeing that I'm gonna turn around and go into a rage and start running right towards Ko and Phoebe, and grab them and see if I run up to like the mast and hold on to it, and kind of hold them against it, pretty much,
Okay.
with myself kind of shielding them, my back to the water.
Okay. Kane?
Yeah, I'm gonna brace myself for any other impact that's gonna fuck me up.
All right.
I do not want to fall off again or be stuck under a boat or anything like that. So, bracing myself.
Are we in turn order, or are we just doing stuff right now?
Just doing stuff.
Oh,
You
my-
gonna jump back in the water?
No. He
Take
needs to
cover.
cast Entangle on the floor of the ship and root everybody.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. Perfect. Very clever.
I willingly fail.
I'd willingly.
Willingly fail the entangle so we can be entangled. Yeah.
Perfect. So, with the aid of Entangle, you're going to need it, you have advantage on this dexterity save. You can make it a strength save if you are securely holding on to something. So, Temin and Kane. Temin holding onto the mast. It's a big grip. But
Well, I'm basically grappling Phoebe and Ko, and pretty much holding us against the mast, basically.
okay. So Phoebe and Ko give me dexterity saves with advantage. Temin and Kane give me strength saves with advantage.
Got a 24.
And
Okay.
you get a +3 because of my aura, because you're literally right next to me.
I have a 27.
Wait, that's advantage. So we'll wait on that halfling block. Hold on.
God damn it.
You were given dice.
You have physical dice.
Oh no! Don't hurt me. Okay, wait. I'll leave this halfling block. Okay.
Kemen, do I have the advantage? Am I close enough?
If
to
you're
you?
right next
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
All right. What's
Alright,
the
+3.
advantage again?
You get
Plus
+3.
26.
So everybody gets. I have 17.
Okay, 14 it is, boys. 14 it is.
What'd you get, Temin?
Wait. 17. You get a +3 from my aura to Phoebe.
So 17.
Hey, that's my boy.
All right.
Aura protection.
Well, we'll say with the aid of Temin, Phoebe, you succeeded. The massive wave collides with the stern of the ship, picking it up with its force. You're no longer traveling with the wind. You are now basically sideways as this wave is carrying you forward. Temin, the force of you holding your companions to the mast, as well as them holding on themselves, as you feel gravity shift, as you are now laying almost perpendicular on the mast. Kane nearby, holding on to the railing of the steps heading to the stern with all your might. You hear the groaning of the wood on this ship as it is entirely shifted sideways, being pushed forward. And the wave comes over and envelops the ship. You are now within this cylindrical gap in this wave as it is rolling over itself, creating a boil beneath as the water begins to circulate.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before.
Severity, you want to make a call here? You are the captain.
Temerity, holding on, same as you, on the other side of the ship, looks at you and looks around. I don't have anything for this. Hold on.
Where's Boone?
Boone is holding on to a line
Okay. At least
off
he's
the
alive.
bow. He's not on the ship, but he's
Oh,
holding
shit.
on for dear life.
How far away is he? He's fucking far, isn't he?
Yeah.
Poor Boone.
As the cylinder begins to close, this opening in the wave, as the water finally begins to fall, the water getting closer and closer to the rest of the ship. A green electricity crackles. And you hear the sounds of wailing as a mist covers the ship.
See, bitch.
And a spectral green woman appears, floating. You can no longer see the water closing in around you, but you can hear it. Through the screams and the whispers, the water collapses around the Dauntless. You feel the force. You feel the wetness. And then all goes dark.
Are you okay? And I'm gonna kind of like look down to Phoebe next to me and look up to like Temon's face, I guess.
Hold on to that. Sorry. Syrinscape's not working.
Oh, of course, Syrinscape.
Oh, I'm waiting for the wave. What, see, I'm like, we just got smacked, boy.
So, you all feel the force of the water, and you're out. That's the blackness.
Oh. KO'd.
As you come to, you're coughing up seawater. You feel the heat of the sun on you. And you come to from your unconscious state. The sea is calm. The sky is clear, and the sun is greeting the AM of a new day.
So we're beached.
You are still on the ocean. The
Okay.
Dauntless around you has sustained damage from the force of the water. You see the mast has cracked, and the top sail has broken.
Oh yeah, I'm not moving then. I'm just laying there. Like, don't move. Don't move, Kane. Just stay.
Off of the bow of the ship, you see that what is it called? I'm not sure.
Wait, the bow
long,
is...
that long bit of wood off the bow has been broken completely.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Small fish flop and flail on the deck of the ship, baking in the sun.
At least we have food. Potentially.
You all aren't exactly where you were, but miraculously, you're still on the ship in various spots on the deck.
I kind of like roll over to one side to try to just like see what's happening.
probably like rolling out from underneath Temin, kind of like crushing you.
Oh yeah, are we still underneath Temin, me and Phoebe, or like everybody's scattered?
Temin's grip was so strong that he still has you two. You're no longer at the base of the mast. Actually, you're all the way up at the bow, pressed against the railing. But you're still in Temin's grip.
Oh.
Everyone okay?
That's what I was gonna ask.
She's gonna
A little
look
achy.
over to Temin. You okay?
I'm
big
just
guy?
laying,
I'm
not
okay.
moving.
Where's King?
Kane is laying halfway inside of a broken crate.
Phoebe's gonna get up and she's gonna pat both Ko and Temin, and she's gonna run over to Kane.
Temin's gonna turn and join Phoebe.
King!
Are you okay?
I'm gonna put up an arm, but that's it. This is more comfortable than it looks.
Phoebe's
Don't no one touch me.
gonna-
No, I'm putting my arm down.
Where's Boone? Where's Temerity?
Kind of start stretching.
Do
and
not
looking
see
around.
anybody else on the deck of the ship.
Phoebe's gonna start running around to try and find them.
Off, out in the waters, you see several bits of debris from the Dauntless. Crates, barrels, pieces of railing, etc. Probably pieces of other ships that were caught up in this storm that you couldn't see as you were handling your own battles. You do see a body on some of the wreckage.
She is going to, like, the wreckage, like, just floating, like, amidst the water. She's gonna jump in and she's gonna start pulling the body to the, yeah.
Okay. Phoebe just lifeguards it.
She's lifeguard, dude.
When you jump in, you see that it is Boone. He has been hurt. You see there is a deep purple bruise on his back where something probably hit him. And you pull him back to safety. You're not going to be able to pull him back into the ship, but in the water, you're able to get him back to it.
Can someone come help me, please?
Temin's going in with Raffaangelo.
Okay.
Phoebe, on the way.
With Temin's strength, you're able to pull Boone back onto the safety of the Dauntless.
She's gonna look at the purple spot and she's gonna cure wounds.
All right. You see the flesh becomes tender again, no longer damaged.
While
Where's
they're
the captain?
Go ahead.
while they're overboard, I'm gonna walk over to Kane, kind of like nudge him with my foot. You've got to get up, man.
Oh no.
You got to get up, Kane. I think, well, somebody's overboard, and well, Temerity and Boone are missing. Come on. And I'm gonna kind of just like, you know, you like pat and like kind of prod somebody until they like get up.
Do
like,
something.
You don't want to drag them because then it's like you're doing it against their will, but you do want to encourage them to get the fuck up.
Classic.
Come on, drunk Kane.
Fine.
To do one of
Drunk.
those psychic hand slaps or something. Wake up.
Wake up.
I'm definitely gonna be dragging my heels. Not enthusiastic about this. I'll do it, but I'm gonna complain about it the whole time. All right, what do you expect me to do, Ko? I'm not going overboard again because that'd be no use.
Speaking of overboard, at this time, Phoebe and Temin bring Boone back onto the deck, and Phoebe cures his bruising.
Oh, perfect. He's not overboard anymore.
Wow, that was some great acting. Now you're making everybody yawn.
For
I've been
real.
yawning
It
this
just-
whole
it just
friggin' time.
traveled.
I don't think, like, I got up and did stretches because I could not get it under control.
Boone spits up some seawater and comes to. Captain!
Where is Temerity? Shit.
As everyone's like kind of just looking around, I want to look and see if is there any land where we are, like any land in the distance that I see now.
No, right now you can just see the heat on the horizon, that kind of wavy form. But if you were higher up, you might be able to see something. You know, that's what they make a crow's nest for.
Yeah, isn't it damaged?
The mast is cracked, yes. And you are
Dude,
a heavy
I'm a
boy.
heavy ass dragonborn. Yeah, I'm gonna like nudge Phoebe. Can you like craft or fix that or something, and then go up there and look?
Around if you want.
What'd you say?
I can just fly around if you want.
Ah, bird's eye view. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get like stern and like a waking up effect now. Last time you were flying around, you came back with no arm.
In my defense, I didn't fly away. I was most likely taken, and I flew back. So my flying actually helped me.
Change into something that you weren't when you came back to the party.
These demands.
Okay, I think I can do that.
So not an owl, then.
A hawk it is.
All
Different
right.
bird.
A big old beefy hawk.
Kane needs that. He's too stressed out. He's stressed out. These baby birds leaving the nest. What are they,
I'm a
nuts?
predator.
All right, yeah,
As-
you're big and scary now.
So the sails are quite damaged, and you realize that you aren't moving at the moment. Phoebe, as you fly up, you take a look around, and a seagull flies past you. A little surprised, and it squawks as it flies by. As you look, you see past the, or off the port side bow, so the back left of where the ship is facing, you see land.
Okay, so she's gonna fly more towards that way. Does she see a body? Does she see anything up on the shore?
It's at a distance. Like, you see a landform
it's like-
off on the horizon. Yes.
Alright.
Sailing
no
time,
bodies.
it's still a number of hours away.
Sorry. Alright, so she's gonna, after looking around and making sure there's no bodies in the water, in the area, she's gonna fly back.
As you're surveying the water, you do see wreckage. You actually see a capsized ship. It is still slowly sinking off in the distance. You see a few bodies over there. Flying overhead, you do not see any blue bodies.
Oh,
None that
perhaps
look
she's
like
torn,
Temerity.
Because she wants to save lives.
They are floating face down in the water.
So. She's gonna fly back. She's not gonna pull a. I don't remember the name of that lifeguard show. Baywatch. Okay, so from what I was able to see, there's a sinking ship off in the distance that way, and it doesn't look like anyone made it. And then there's land off in the distance that way, but I didn't see Temerity anywhere.
You hear the sound of boot heels on the wood. That's because I'm here.
Phoebe wild shapes into a bear and mauls him.
Temerity steps out of the captain's quarters, his tunic soaked in blood.
You don't look so well.
Oh, this is nothing. You see he's holding the front of it closed. Good to see you're all fine.
Someone's gonna walk right over, reach his hand right up in there and try and pull the coat open. And as he does it, he's just gonna palm him right in the chest with lay on hands.
Perfect.
Right over the bloody wound.
So, as you do so and you go to heal him, there's nothing to heal. When you pull your hand away, you actually see a jagged scar on his chest. I'm fine, thank you.
But the blood. Temmin just looks kind of confused.
It's alright.
So, taking a look around. What now?
Well... Phoebe, you said you saw land?
Yeah, it was off that way.
Good. Hopefully that's the Pirate Isles. No way to consult the stars. But it is east from us. We'll need to make repairs, but we should be able to make it there.
Yeah, we'll help however we can. Just tell us what to do.
How are you all feeling? Everybody all right?
More or less okay. Thanks to Temmin and Phoebe. Thank
Phoebe's gonna walk over to Temerity and cure wounds.
I'm fine. He kind of, waves you off. I'll change.
Gross child.
I'll change. Sorry.
She's gonna just scowl.
I lean into Phoebe. That's okay. He said the same to me, too.
I still don't like it.
Temerity returns with a non-soiled shirt. Well, we got work to do. We just added a day onto our journey. That storm added a day onto our journey. And, as you all aid Temerity and Boone in making the necessary repairs to get the ship sailable again, it is nightfall by the time the wind graces the patched sails and you begin to lurch forward towards the Pirate Isles. By the dawn of the next day, you can see that the Isles are right on the horizon, getting larger with every passing minute. Other ships are docked here. You see many of them going to and fro in these ports. And that is where we are going to end this episode of Fancie's Fables.
He was in the quarters. No one checked. No one checked the damn quarters.
Listen,
He was outside with us, man.
if we took the time to check the quarters, Boone would have died. Just think about that.
No, he wouldn't.
He would have died. I'm
We would have
convinced.
abandoned him. He wasn't moving. He was just on some wreckage.
He would
We
have
would have
died.
just pieced out without him.
Yep.
Ship was still moving.
We had to save Boone.
He's our first mate, okay? We need Boone on this ship.
Hashtag save Boone.
That's right.
Hashtag Boone Best Boy.
That's right. He is our Boone.
Well, before we celebrate, The spectral maiden sets sail towards its destination, a locale only found by those who know where to find it. Aboard are many new recruits, willing to risk their lives for unknown treasure. The new captain, Zarya, directs the crew in what to expect when they hit the shores of this tomb. And a hooded tabaxi's eyes gleam as he prepares for what's to come. Well, my wonderful party, you beautiful people, and you amazing viewers, thank you all so much for spending the time with us this evening for another thrilling episode of Fancie's Fables. If you're tired like Amanda, I appreciate you sticking it out.
I don't know where it came from. It's haunting me.
We'll get some rest in a minute.
Listen, we just went through a shitstorm. A literal shit. There were monsters, and there were pirates, and there were trains, and there were...
Yeah. Kane is not feeling very good about himself, so...
You guys got the whole kitchen sink thrown at you.
Seriously.
And we survived.
And you survived to tell the tale. Well, for those of you in the New England area, Amanda and I are going to be somewhere this weekend. Make sure you check out her Instagram and Twitter for updates on that. You can find her under A. Dufresne or Amanda Dufresne on those. And for the rest of our crew, make sure you follow them. Keep your excitement high, and until then, remember...
Wait.
That Temin has a joke. Oh.
We faked you out. That's all.
You did. You gave me a big fake. Amanda's muted.
I was going to say, we wanted to see who the loyal ones are.
Yeah, we were getting everybody out of here.
Who waits to the very end.
Well, here's a simple one. Do rogues speak multiple languages?
Do rogues
Simple.
speak multiple languages? Yes?
No, because thieves can't.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
I did it! Yes!
I was
Yes!
trying!
I couldn't remember what it was called. I couldn't
God damn
remember
it.
what that was called.
I was like, I was doing something. I was like, it's. I was like, what cantrip is that? But then it's not a cantrip. It's fuck.
Literally,
God dang.
my character sheet says
That's
I
a
have
good
the
one.
rogue class.
Can't.
Yes.
Yes, I got one.
That's a good one.
Excellent.
That was good.
Hey, that's now 2 in a row. Amanda
Those
got
are
last
great.
week's filet mignon, which was
Oh my
really
god,
good.
yeah. That was a good one.
Thieves can't. That's good. You guys are great.
It's only because my character
Temin,
is a rogue.
Bullet is great because
Bullet-
Bullet comes up
I'm
with
so
He's
that.
great.
excited.
Bullet's
You guys are
amazing.
great.
He's coming in
You're a
clutch.
genius.
Well, yes. Now,
That was a good one.
it help coming in right at the end. So yes, make sure that you tune in next week to see who our next exciting guest is. And until then, stay fancy.
He said it, he said the thing, he said the thing. I love the roar. Hello.
Every time.
I imagine it like a flailing dinosaur.
Oh
Okay,
my
wait,
god.
so now that we're not on stream, who's the guest? You have to tell me who's the guest.